few weeks ago, I inaugurated a committee with the responsibility to oversee the implementation of the new national minimum wage in Enugu State. That committee's task included the compilation of a comprehensive review of the salaries of all cadres of workers in the state, using the existing salary chart as a guide. Today, I am happy to announce a new minimum wage for workers in Enugu State, reflecting our fidelity to their welfare, in regard of which we have been resolutely committed. Our commitment to improve workers' welfare runs deep and is rooted in the firm understanding of the inextricable link between an inspired workforce and the audacious economic targets we had set our sights on in Enugu State. We clearly understood that reducing poverty to the barest minimum and achieving an unprecedented economic growth target were contingent on the output of the workforce. So there can never be any doubt that labor creates wealth. For us, the best way to acknowledge that our labor creates wealth is by ensuring that the workforce which creates the wealth that oils the wheel of government is sufficiently motivated. Our vision is grand, just as our goals are ambitious. In barely 17 months, we're seeing this vision and goals crystallize in critical sectors. We cannot compromise on their total delivery. The role of our workers towards that end cannot be overemphasized. So, this is an incentive to do more. We have approved the sum of 80,000 naira to take immediate effect as the new minimum wage in Enugu State. This underscores our commitment to bequeath lasting legacies of improved living conditions. We have similarly demonstrated our commitment to workers' welfare through the consistent payment of the wage awards, a gesture we had pledged to sustain until a new wage structure took effect. Our commitment is also evident in our extensive social services program. From the Smart Green School to the primary healthcare hospitals we're building in all the 260 wards of the state. By the time these projects fully come on stream, they will represent a significant economic buffer for parents whose children and wards will be enrolled in the smart schools, and the general public for whom the soon-to-be completed primary healthcare centers would guarantee quality and affordable healthcare. In developing these projects, workers' welfare was a prime consideration, especially in relation to their living quarters and provision of utilities such as water and constant electricity. These are costs that workers who would reside at such facilities on completion would have ordinarily borne. Our free school meal is another typical example of the many existing social safety nets that offer immense benefits to workers. We have seen this program's potential at our existing smart school, where teachers are also served free meals alongside the students. Indeed, we see this too in the appreciative smiles of parents as they witness remarkable transformation in their children's every school day. So we can infer that its full impact will be by September 2025, when all the smart schools will be in session in Enugu State. The entire range of our social services program is anchored on the firm conviction that our human resources remain our greatest assets. We will continue to incentivize and motivate our workers, because a motivated workforce is a productive workforce. Today is thus a good opportunity to thank Enugu State workers, the leadership of the various unions, and enjoin them not to allow the successes we currently glimpse around us to lull them into complacency. Together, we will meet the expectations of Ndi Enugu and enthrone a new socio-economic experience of which we can all be proud. Indeed, tomorrow is here. God bless Enugu State.
Your Excellency, today is like a Christmas for me. It's like my birthday is being remembered. It's a day that will go down history in my life. And what is happening today is happening during my own tenure as the chairman of the Nigerian Labour Congress. I take the glory at that side, while we appreciate you heavily for coming up with 80,000 naira minimum wage as against the approved national minimum wage of 70,000. Your Excellency, this is a big gift, a great one to the workers. You have really shown that you want to appreciate and come up with great incentive to the workers. I am not surprised, Your Excellency, given the fact that when other states were paying 10,000 naira, 12,000 naira wage award, you give us 25,000. When other states paid 4 months and 6 months and stopped, you said we will continue to pay until minimum wage stopped. And if I remember your words, you said that you will seamlessly continue to the minimum wage. Your Excellency, you have fulfilled your words today. We've enjoyed wage award for the past 10 to 11 months. And today, you have announced a minimum wage that is first of its kind since my 32 years in the service. What we know in the past, Your Excellency, is where minimum wage is announced and it takes us 1 year, 2 years, 3 years to actualize it. And whatever we get becomes the minimum wage. But today, we've seen a situation where a minimum wage has gone beyond the federal approved minimum wage to state approved minimum wage higher than the federal. Your Excellency, we are grateful. We are assuring you that you have done your best for the workers. We are going to reciprocate.
This is a joyful moment for Enugu State workers. We are just coming out from His Excellency, the Governor's office, where he announced to us the approval of 80,000 naira minimum wage. We are so happy. The governor did not only announce 80,000 naira minimum wage, he said that it cascades down to even local government workers. The governor doesn't want disparity in salary approvals or salary implementations in Enugu State anymore. He said that the same salary will be implemented for local government workers. And this is the first time in history we are seeing the implementation of minimum wage above the approved amount. What we have as minimum wage in Nigeria today is 70,000. So Enugu State workers are going to experience for the first time a situation where they will receive something above the minimum wage. We thank His Excellency. It is really marvelous in our eyes that we are witnesses to it. Actually, when we entered into the negotiation We were afraid because we knew quite well that we are not among the states that share oil dividend like Rivers and other states in the country. We know quite well that we are at the back when it comes to federal allocation. But His Excellency actually surprised us. One thing we have seen is that he understands the impact of motivation on productivity. And His Excellency has even said that severally. When the issue of wage award came, we did not fight, we did not struggle. He called us on his own and said that he was going to start to pay Enugu workers wage award. And he said from that December 2023 that he was going to continue with the wage award until we seamlessly transit into new minimum wage. And that is what is happening today, that we are transiting from the era of wage award to new minimum wage. And it's not just minimum wage as stipulated by law, but above the minimum wage, 80,000 naira. We thank His Excellency. And he said that the approval is with immediate effect. Wow. That implies that even the month that is almost ending is included in the new minimum wage. That implies that if there is a worker retiring in this month of October, he's also going with new minimum wage. Please, that is really wonderful. The governor has proven to us that our tomorrow is actually here. We are so happy. As leaders of workers, we are impressed. This is really an action governor. He has not been talking so much, but his actions speak louder than ordinary words. We thank him so much, and the workers appreciate him. We shall reciprocate. Workers shall reciprocate, because we are going to improve in our productivity. We will make sure that the governor did not regret this exercise. And we thank God that he will still be the sitting governor when the new review will come again in 3 years' time. And we believe quite well that we'll still see extra minimum wage, far above federal minimum wage. We have come to see it, and it will continue to be. The governor has set a pace, and we know that any other person to even come after him will have the challenge of ensuring that he meets up with the target set by His Excellency Governor Peter Ndubi Simba.
We thank His Excellency for this wonderful move. A country, a local government cannot thrive without a better wage. And just like he said up there, that when you motivate workers, they do more, they become more productive. What I'm promising on behalf of the Agon family is that we are going to cascade it to the local government level. So implementation begins immediately. And I also appeal to the leaders of the unions, the labor, the NUT, the NOGE, to charge the workers on increasing their productivity, because you can't be paying for something you will not get a good result out of it. Thank you.